Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Angela Sanchez and I'm going to talk to you about IBM. Yes, this is IBM Singapore. I'm going to talk to you about the benefits, the legal, socioeconomic, political, demographic, culture, ethics, and norms about IBM. The adaptation and benefits of IBM is the Intelligence Enterprise Global Executive Study and Research Projects helps organizations in the building competitive advantage. Because of the opening of this enterprise benefits in helping other businesses and government research institutions in designing and adopting technologies. Now, the lab is located at Changi Business Park and is part of IBM's adoption and its global computing systems. Currently, in IBM, the Attribution Rules of Singapore International Center (CIC) rules award binds parties without appeal and will set forth the findings of facts and the conclusions of the law. Currently, the Corporate Services Corps program in IBM is helping solve socioeconomic problems in less developed countries. Since the launch of this program till now, 17 employees have from Singapore have been deployed to countries such as China, India, Romania, and South Africa. IBM doesn't make any contributions of resources or services to political candidates or parties. IBM does business with a lot of levels of government that they are creating procedures designed to avoid conflict of interest situations for IBM employees who hold government offices. The IBM company work-life strategy demographic is important to employees because human capital has combined as a key asset that can distinguish an organization as a key asset from its competitors. The demographical changes in Singapore makes it more difficult for employees who don't have work-life strategy in retaining their human capital. The CMOs in Singapore link these kind of dynamics of their organizational culture with the values of their brand. IBM creates a more powerful and valuable experience in their culture. Apart from undertaking social media, brand, and management, CMO's culture values are more in their business and capabilities. Their ethics is a range of e-business hosting service that is a traditional data center outsourcing services. E-business covers requirements such as speed to market, high security, and international web hosting capability. This type of hosting service is now offered through IBM Global Services. The Singapore Alliance strategic goods controls with international norms, let alone a number of items of this strategic goods control list. European Union dual-use regulations are dual-use items of the 4 international norm export control regimens. Thank you for your time. My name is Angela Sanchez. Good afternoon. here. Tell me a little bit more about the background of IBM.
IBM launched itself over 60 years ago with just a three-man setup. Throughout these years, we have seen our share of ups and downs, but mainly ups for us. Today, we continue to build local capabilities and leadership while attracting the best of IBM and our industry from around the world. The business and social environment of Singapore has helped to attract a diversity of talents. Here at IBM, we see diversity in thinking and ways of working as a powerful differentiator in delivering integration and innovation to clients, and one of the key factors to success.
If you had any recommendations for the company, what would they be?
Over the past few years, our revenue from our five strategic imperatives rose by 16% and attributed for more than 27% of our top line. To keep growth on that track, IBM should invest in its cloud, data analytics, mobile, social, and security businesses, which make up the five imperatives. By doing so, we project our annual revenue to hit $40 billion by 2018. Of course, we can't mention the good without the bad. Even though our strategic imperatives are continually growing, our core businesses comprise of global technology, global business services, software, systems, hardware, and global financing. They're lagging a little bit.
Interesting.
This is due to a decrease in the demand of the software sector and a strong dollar eating up the overseas revenue. So what we did is we divested a few lower margin businesses, and that did improve our earnings per share. We value relationships here at IBM, and we are licensing out designs for our semiconductor chips, servers, and software to tech firms in emerging markets like China. Members of that program, known as Open Power, they provide base technologies to overseas firms to forge new overseas partnerships.
As far as the competitors, what would you say about them?
IBM is a giant of the technology world. However, we know we are not alone. This is why we decided to form partnerships with other giants like Microsoft and Apple. We're investing into cloud-based businesses to not only strengthen relationships, but to strengthen businesses with co-developed cloud-based apps and middleware. We value relationships here at IBM.
Would you say you are connected for the financial of IBM?
Because IBM has been moving away from certain segments of the IT industry and into areas in which it can differentiate itself through innovation. If IBM is unable to continue its cutting-edge innovation in a highly competitive and rapidly evolving environment, or is unable to commercialize such innovations by expanding and scaling them with sufficient speed and versatility, then the company could fall in its ongoing efforts to maintain and increase its market share and its profit margins. In addition, IBM has one of the strongest brand names in the world, and its brand and overall reputation could be negatively impacted by many factors, including if the company does not continue to be recognized for its industry-leading technology and solutions.
So what is IBM currently doing to assure the inflow of revenue?
IBM's revenues are affected by factors such as the introduction of new products and services, our ability to compete effectively in steadily changing marketplaces, and the length of the sales cycles and the seasonality of technology purchases. Moreover, the company's strategic imperatives involve new products, new customers, new and evolving competitors, and new markets, all of which contribute to the difficulty of predicting the company's financial result. Now, historically, the company has had lower revenue in the first quarter than in the immediately preceding fourth quarter. And this information that I'm giving to you comes directly from the 10K that we filed.
So is this information private or public?
This information is public and it can be found on the web.
So we've got a few more moments left. What are your final comments, concerns about IBM?
We continue to invest significantly in our strategic imperatives to drive revenue growth and market share gains. In addition, as the company expands to capture emerging growth opportunities, it needs to rapidly secure the appropriate mix of trained, skilled, and experienced personnel and develop ecosystems and collaborative partnerships. We strive to continue offering top-of-the-line services to our clients.
Wow, that is really good information. Thank you for having me, Sarah.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Bonnie Carter, and I'm here in IBM Singapore, another employee of the company. To answer your questions, IBM's mission is to help companies become more competitive, leveraging cognitive computing capabilities. Innovation is at the core of IBM's strategy. The company develops and sells software and system hardware and a broad range of infrastructure, cloud, and consulting services. The overview of what we do here in IBM Singapore. Because IBM is involved in over 18 industries, the basis of all industries comes back to technology. IBM is very smart in the way that we create a lot of partnerships with other techno-savvy companies to stay alert and ahead of others. We have currently partnered with MasterCard to offer mom and pop stores, small business merchants, real time analytics based market insights on revenue, market shares, customer demographics, and competitors in a particular location. The solution integrates IBM Watson analytics, which we'll get into a little bit later, with insights based on aggregated and anonymized MasterCard transaction data through MasterCard Advisors Local Market and Intelligence, also known as LMI. IBM and Infocom, another major techno-savvy firm, have partnered and created a joint initiative to support a growing number of startup companies and tech companies in the Asia and Pacific area. The initiative is aimed at building an ecosystem of startups and tech companies with an interest in developing cognitive power apps through a program that we also have here called TagPass for IBM's Watson program. TagPass for IBM's Watson program is an accelerator program jointly run by IBM and LLPL, a wholly owned subsidiary of Infocom Development Authority of Singapore. As part of its central role, we are building a vibrant and sustainable ecosystem in Singapore for startups to flourish. What type of operations is IBM producing here? Thank you for asking that question. Today, like my colleague said, we currently focus on 5 growth initiatives: the cloud, big data and analytics, mobile, social business, and security. Like I said, it all comes back to technology. In particular, Watson. IBM Watson represents a new era in computing called cognitive computing, where systems understand the world the way humans do, through senses, learning, and experience. Watson continuously learns, gaining invaluable knowledge over time from previous interactions. These operations affect IBM totally worldwide because with the help of Watson, organizations are leveraging cognitive computing to transform industries, help professionals do their job better, and solve important challenges. Businesses, healthcare, universities, and also developers are using Watson. Our ecosystem growth is enabling our partners across the world to build a variety of applications and services embedded with cognitive technology. And Asia Pacific is poised for remarkable advances in this area. IBMers are working around the world with customers to build a smarter planet by applying this company's business, consulting, technology, and R&D expertise to develop systems that enable a dynamic, effective organization. We also provide better transportation, safer food, cleaner water, and a healthier pollution. I hope I have answered all your questions, and if you have any more, feel free to contact IBM Singapore. Thank you.